Okay, welcome to a little mountaineering or like hiking video, or like I don't know how to call it, but this is geared towards people who kind of want to get in shape, enjoy, you know, the perks and the beautiful feeling, because there's nothing as rewarding as making it up a mountain and on a hot day like this, when you really don't feel like it and you're up there and it's just gorgeous. I mean, look at this. It's just incredible. Now, like I said, this video is geared towards someone like that. So let's see how far I get before. This is kind of a good opportunity for me to simulate having kind of a sore, you know, sore calves, sore thighs, everything from the day before on a hunt. So rather than resting this today, I want to just carefully, you know, give it a good amount of climbing. The good amount of climbing I'm attempting to do, and this is gonna allow me to just assess how I would be performing under, you know, being sore from the day before on a backcountry hunt or something like that, something where I cannot, you know, drive out every day like it is with bear hunting. So yeah, just a little check-in here from beautiful Austria. Love these salivas. They really do rock. Drop lines, super light. So that's what stiff 15 minutes look like. Maybe a little bit too stiff. Jesus. So the first plateau, which is basically the height of the other mountains, and then you realize, well, this one is a giant, but it is actually not the idea today to climb the peak, but just get a little bit further. And I kind of explain why then. You can tell sunburn from yesterday, pretty bad. There's a couple of things I need to consider today in terms of risk management, and I'm just gonna talk about that at the end, so you guys can actually maybe take something from this video. The beauty of this land up here, secluded, is incredible. This is Rundel, which means a little well. 1200 meters. So that means we did 600 vertical meters so far, about 1800 feet, in, I don't know, 45 minutes or something like that. It would explain why I'm parched. And it's really dry up here. Usually there's more of a river here, so this is absolutely priceless. All right, I was about halfway through my water supply. I think it's about 2 liters or something like that. Well, actually it's more than that. But regardless, this is finest spring water. Awesome. So, let's start with goals. I wanted to get back in shape so I can hunt the mountains eventually. I'm doing the hunting license here in Austria right now. I did it in Canada years and years ago. There's a lot of opportunity to hunt the mountains, but it requires you to get really back there and bring a bunch of equipment. I want to be able to do that. Second of all, I want to get as healthy as possible at this point in my life. And maybe you feel the same. Number 3 is I have a whole bunch of preconditions I'm gonna talk about in a moment, so maybe this is also gonna make you understand that I'm not starting from some elevated fitness point. It took me an hour and a half to manage get, but that's all a learning experience and finding out where you are at. What's my current state of nutrition, sleep, joint health, muscle soreness recovery, cardiovascular ability, oxygen, etc, etc. But yeah, main thing is that I found a pace that I can consistently maintain without getting out of breath with the right breath work. I did it. I did it. That's as high up as it gets here. And there's a huge plateau here, the size of a city. It goes all the way further back for kilometers and kilometers. Absolutely gorgeous. Like a completely hidden world. Now we are at 1600 meters, and I did about 3000 vertical feet today, so it's 1000 meters vertical today, up and now back down. Pre-conditions, if you will. I'm 35. I used to play competitive American football. Competitive, or like I used to run a capoeira school. Competitive Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, trained Thai boxing in Thailand. Did weightlifting all my life. Been a smoker all of my adult life. Yeah, I know how I'm saying that sounds and how stupid it sounds, but it's true. Now, due to my sports background, I'm missing an ACL in my right knee, the meniscus in my right knee for the last 20 years. I have no tendons in my ankles pretty much anymore. At least the outside ones are pretty much gone. That's also from American football and from grappling and from skating and BMX. Yeah, things I realized. I have a huge aversion against repetitive endurance sports. I was never a cyclist, never a runner. I always did stuff that was basically an extended sprint. American football games are extended amounts of sprints, you know. Fights are 5 minute, 6 minute long sprints. That's the kind of stuff that I did, and it was all good. Upper body strength is something I was always easier in building because my knees never were good even as a kid. Now, looking at where this got me right now, this was an hour and 45 minutes of work. The first hour was hell. Everything inside of me was just like, I don't want to do this. Like, I was just sweating. Like, my knees hurt. I didn't know where to exactly strike on my heels. I was sore from yesterday. Did like cycling yesterday, which I found also to be really beneficial for my knees and my legs. I was sore from that. Did a leg workout afterwards just last night. I was in the sun way too long. I had a sunburn. So one thing I learned was, like, I really wanted to do the risk management. And the thing is, at 35 and with my background and when my knees and all that, I don't want to be sore for the next week from like hiking for one day, because that doesn't get me closer to my goal. Now, after about an hour, I started to realize I really needed to pace like down. I needed to pace back. And this is already like the things that I learned today. What I learned. I'm a pretty salty sweater, something that I learned recently from John Sombro on the Lifetime Athlete. I'm gonna link that guy down below. Super good resource for hunters, backcountry hunters, people who want to get in shape even at a higher age. I'm a salty sweater, so I definitely didn't bring enough water. I brought about 2 liters with some lime juice in it, but it should have been a couple pinches of salt in there as well. Salty sweater. I need to bring some nutrition. I need to really pace myself on the way up, and I need to overcome that first hour of suck. I can do this. A lot of different people doing this coming up here and everything, and this is a super rewarding thing, how far you can go up and how high you can climb in just 2 hours, and the benefits are amazing. Right life choices, the right preparation, and knowing your limits, so you can actually do this more often than once in a while and then need to heal up afterwards. There's a flower you only find up here. Just a consideration wrapping it up. The way down is usually where the accidents happen. Most accidents, most fatal accidents as well, do happen on the way down. People are usually euphoric. They are tired, not just physically but also mentally, and yeah, it's also not good for your knees, so usually use sticks, and yeah, be careful on the way down. Cheers.